guys, Ralph here. True Power Trumpet Fitness. Haven't talked to you in a while. I'll explain all that in a minute. Having computer troubles, of which I have no idea how to fix myself. So anyway, that's that. This is a Saturday afternoon. It is absolutely frigid in Connecticut. Any of you people from the Northeast probably know exactly what I'm talking about. Usually I take Saturday and Sunday off because I'm swamped with students and everything, but because of the weather, students haven't been coming like they normally do, so I got an hour here or so that I get to kill. So let's do this and see what we got. Got something to show you. Guys, I've never been able to do that before. 3-octave chromatic scale, articulated, and hold on to the top note. I've never been able to do that before. And quite frankly, not that many people can do it. So anyway, first things first. Yeah, I have been having so much trouble with my laptop, and I haven't been able to knock off videos like I normally would. Not only that, I haven't been able to do my Skype lessons. Some people got screwed, and I haven't been able to email people to tell them what's up. So if that happened to you, please don't take it personally. Don't get bugged. It was just a complete meltdown on my techno end. As I said before, I have no idea how to fix this stuff, so I'm completely reliant on going to the Apple store and doing this and trying this and hoping that works and all this sort of stuff. As it turns out, with all the videos, I'm literally at this point for the last pretty much a year, I'm spending 24/7 on this on the laptop, and it just burned out. Any of you that contact me via email, sometimes I'm returning emails at 1:30 in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, things like this. I'm literally on it all the time, and I just burned it out. It needed new software, this wear, that wear, every other kind of wear. Okay, so that's what happened. So if any of you have not gotten your lesson that was scheduled, okay, and I've not gotten back to you, please get in touch with me and set it up, and we'll go from there. I'm not blowing you off. I am not blowing you off at all. But quite the opposite. You guys know I'm very sincere about this, and many of you have free lessons coming to you from the book. The book has gone off the charts. Off the charts. I'm so thankful for that. I mean, every morning I wake up and I've sold another 4, 5, 10 books. I mean, it's great. It's absolutely great. So keep that going. But as I said, you get a free lesson with that. And a lot of you booked free lessons that have coming to you. And then all of a sudden you try to get in touch with me and you couldn't. And that sounds like I'm blowing you off for the free lesson. And guys, I'm not. I'm not. Everybody gets the free lesson. Please. A regular lesson is $25. I'm not in this to get rich. So please, I have no problem with the free lesson. You will get it. Get in touch with me again, and we'll set it up, and we'll go from there. Okay. A lot of my memory and stuff got erased, email names and all this sort of stuff. So please, if you guys would take the initiative and get in touch with me about your lesson, I would appreciate that. Now, with that said, I think I told you in one of my earlier videos before Christmas, my chops have really been feeling good. Now, there is a lot to do with this. First of all, the 1SS mouthpiece is doing it. It's probably the impetus for the whole thing. And I don't know if I said this before, but it's gotten to the point that I am not going to teach anybody, certainly long term, that is going to play a Bach mouthpiece. I feel if this is what you want, those chops like that, a Bach mouthpiece is not going to get you there, and I am not going to waste my time, your money, teaching you long-term on a Bach mouthpiece, okay? Now, if you bought the book and you got a freebie coming, and you still want to stay with your Bach mouthpiece, be my guest. I'll hold my end for the free lesson. That's no problem. But long-term, I certainly prefer the 1SS mouthpiece. But if you have something else that can give you the tone, power, range, and endurance of the 1SS and you want to stay with that, be my guest. Let's face it, guys, let's be perfectly honest. Most of the people, I'm going to say all of the people that come to me are either having chop problems or their chops are pretty good and they want to take it to the next level. And I'm telling you guys, the 1SS is going to do that for you. It is an absolute phenomenon in mouthpiece design. The balance, the throat, the cup is so perfect that you can play any, I've demonstrated this ad nauseum, anything from concertos to orchestral to brass quintet to double high Cs on the same thing, and you can switch. I've showed you a zillion times, jumping around from a C trumpet to an E flat to a piccolo and not changing the mouthpiece. Guys, that's unheard of. That's unheard of. And you have to get it out of your mind that that is impossible. Quite frankly, guys, as I said in the book, up to maybe 6 months, possibly a year ago, I wouldn't say what I'm about to say. And that is one size mouthpiece, the 1SS, fits all. It really does. And I never would have said that before this. But that's the case. Actually, check your international musician, your International Trumpet Guild, a couple other publications, because Jerry put an advertisement in there saying exactly this. He is giving you the mouthpiece free if it doesn't work for you. He will take your money back. Okay? Now, when I'm not going to make the deal for you. I'm not part of that end of the business. I don't get a cut or anything. So when you call him and you make the thing, you get that set up. He will give you I believe it's 7 days, I'm not sure, 7-day money back guarantee. You just call him and say it's not for me, and I'll give you the money back. Case closed. There isn't a mouthpiece manufacturer in the world that would do that. But he feels so confident about this mouthpiece, and I do too. You're not going to send it back. You're not going to send it back. At the very least, you're going to hold on to it for certain situations. If you're playing lead and you want to play the Bach for orchestra, whatever the case may be, you'll get it. Anyway, that's that. Now, do a little pedagogy. Because of the 1SS and because every single day is getting more and more relaxed, I am be allowed to make my tongue thicker and thicker and thicker. More thick than I've ever had it before. And that just gives more compression. And that allows me, to play those 3-octave articulated C scales, one right after another without even taking a breath. Okay? Now, when I started this a year ago, I was not playing the 1SS. I was playing this number 6, which is a fabulous mouthpiece. I never thought in my wildest dreams that I would change. But I'm the guinea pig, and I was the first one to try this, and I couldn't believe how great it was right off. So I got into it. It just makes it easier and easier and easier, which allows me to make my tongue thicker, which allows me to make it easier and easier and easier. It just preys upon itself. Now, what's going on? The more I make the tongue thick, the more it fills up my mouth cavity, all the way up to the blowhole on the roof of the mouth, which comes from your breathing through the nose. My whole mouth is full. All the way back now to my back molars. Completely compressed, and I have more control, more tone, more power, range than I ever have before. If you don't have the 1SS, get one. If you do have the 1SS and you are feeling how relaxed it is and how relaxed it's getting, think about compressing even more and making the tongue. Now, it's like your muscle. When you flex the muscle, you're not tensing the muscle. You flex the muscle, it gets bigger, it gets thicker. Okay? That's what's going on in your mouth. Here's dormant, relaxed. Just filled up my mouth because I flexed the muscle. That takes all the strain off your lips and cuts down on arm pressure. Guys, you can't beat it. Okay? Now, that's a lot to take in. I know you're going to have some comments. Leave them down below. Most of you, I'm going to say 99% of you, prefer the email, which is fine. Which is fine. You don't want your name involved. Usually the question pertains specifically to your playing, and I see that it does make sense to put it down on a form type of thing where, everybody else will be putting their 2 cents in and all that. So I understand that. So do the email, that's fine. But that's that. And guys, Happy New Year. I want 1,000 students with double C's by this time next year. That's my goal. Every single person that comes in my mind, in my practice, will have increased tone, power, range, and endurance. Everybody. There isn't a college professor anywhere that can make that claim. I stand by it. Anyway, that's that. Have a great day. If you're in the Northeast, stay warm. If not, gloat and enjoy it, because this is brutal. Guys, I grew up in Maine, and I'm telling you, so I'm used to cold weather. This is absolutely brutal. So, with that said, I'll see you tomorrow. We're back in progress here. We're back in business, and live your life with true power. Double C's for all.